What's up, guys? It's your boy Zach Hobson with DL Street Racing and Performance. Today I'd like to discuss with you the new Hummer EV. Let's go back in time for a sec. Hummers were made famous for their long history with the US military. Although a vehicle used in war, the Humvee became a celebrity fashion statement and status symbol. People like Arnold Schwarzenegger loved the Hummer so much, GM decided to make a civilian version. 3 models were eventually to be made: the Hummer 1 or Hummer H1, the Hummer H2, the Hummer H3, and then there were other models like the Hummer H2 SUT, which was basically a truck version of the H2, if you want to call it that. There was only really enough space for maybe golf clubs and tools and things like that, but however, it was still cool. Then there was the H3T, which was a truck version of the H3, and it had a 5-foot long truck bed, sharing its platform with the Chevy Colorado and GMC Cannon. The last Hummer, a Hummer 3, rode off the assembly line in 2010. There were many reasons why Hummer was discontinued, some of which was the poor economy at the time, lackluster sales, and the gas-guzzling reputation. As a brand, it acquired an image of bigger-than-life celebrity, and it left a lot of people peanut butter and jealous. A lot of environmentalists hated the Hummer, and it felt like it contributed to global warming. After GM canceled Hummer, we wouldn't hear anything new until now, and it looks like GM has an answer. The Hummer brand's recent revival under the GMC umbrella has it destined to become a leader amongst electric pickup trucks, with Tesla teasing the unconventional Cybertruck. General Motors claps back with the Hummer EV SUT pickup and the Hummer EV SUV. Both are expected to have driving ranges of up to 400 miles on a single charge, fast charging capabilities, and massive power outputs. Each body style will also boost removable panels, just like the Jeep Wrangler, the Gladiator, and the Ford Bronco. This will be the first Hummer to have a removable top since the military-grade Humvee. While I don't have all the details on the upcoming model, here's what I know so far. The 2022 GMC Hummer EV SUV represents the return of an iconic brand, except now it's being used to usher in a new generation of electric vehicles. It would also help introduce GM's new battery and charging technology that will be featured on the company's slew of upcoming EVs. The Hummer EV2, which is the cheapest model, will cost around $75,000. The Hummer EV2X, which is the next model, will cost about $85,000. Then we have the Hummer EV3X, which will be $95,000. For the Edition 1, that one's going to cost $110,000. GMC hasn't said how much the Hummer EV SUV will cost or exactly what trim level will be offered. However, we expect the lineup to align with recently revealed pickups and the cost slightly less, which should put its starting price at around $75,000. Since the Hummer EV SUV will be mechanically identical to its pickup truck counterpart, we expect it to offer the same setup of electric motors. We know that the Hummer pickup will initially be available with a 3-motor setup that makes 1,000 horsepower and around 11,500 pound-feet of torque. Eventually, I expect the truck and SUV will also be available with 1 or 2 electric motors. The single unit suggests a rear drive model, while the 2 and 3 motor setup indicate 2 different all-wheel drive setups. Of course, both body styles look to have impressive off-road chops thanks to the availability of chunky 35-inch tires, an adjustable air ride suspension, extensive underbody protection, and 4-wheel drive steering that allows them to drive diagonally, or crab, sideways. We also expect them to have the ability to tow a hefty amount. As with the Hummer EV pickup, the SUV will use a 800-volt architecture that allows 350 kilowatt fast charging. Once plugged in, it will be able to add 100 miles of range in just 10 minutes. The Hummer EV SUV is also expected to have the same 350 mile of estimated driving range as the truck version. Now that we've seen the interior of the Hummer EV pickup truck, we have a pretty good idea of what to expect inside the SUV version. That means a mix of durable materials and physical controls among the boxy design elements and digital displays on the dashboard. The former is a 12.3-inch display that acts as a gauge cluster. It will also have 4 transparent removable roof panels called the Infinity Roof as seen on the truck. The SUV's EV platform gives it a spacious cabin with a flat floor throughout thanks to its battery packs being mounted underneath. We expect the Hummer EV SUV to have a big back seat, and since it shares the platform with the pickup truck, it might even have a third row. Regardless, whether it's outfitted with 2 or 3 rows, the GMC EV should have plenty of versatile interior, cubic storage, and considerable cargo space. You'll notice that there's a lot of Easter eggs and cool things inside of the interior of the Hummer EV. For example, on the 2 front doors of the interior, the 2 front speakers are modeled after the Sea of Tranquility from the moon. That's actually where the Moonlander landed. There's also a footplate that's modeled after the first footprint that was put on the moon. Now, I don't know if any of this stuff is going to make it to production, but it's cool anyway. At the end of the day, I just gotta ask, why GM? Why did you go and make something that I want so freaking bad? This thing's freaking awesome. It's a freaking beast. I'm excited. 2021 or 2022, I'm ready for it. If you want more content like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I believe it, Charlie. It's raining, Johnny. Okay, go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering to get straight. Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride.